So you guys obviously know rise and fall videos. They're huge on YouTube right now. That genre does really well, getting millions of views. And basically the format is you find some public figure, some celebrity who had a massive rise to success, lived a life of fame and fortune, and either lost it all from some scandal or they just fell off or something like that, right? Well, today I actually want to do the opposite, and I want to talk about somebody who had a pretty strong redemption arc in my opinion. Someone who I really disliked for a while, and now I don't mind the guy. Today we're talking about Bryce Hall. Now, when he first rose to success in 2020 during the pandemic for posting videos on TikTok, it's pretty easy to see why I wouldn't like the dude. Not that I ever had a problem with him as a person, but during this time period, during 2020, a whole new strain of influencers had dropped, basically just people in their bedroom doing TikTok dances, becoming massively famous for, well, not really doing much. I think the biggest example of this is the Bella Porch girl, the girl who literally lip-synced M to the B, got, what, 500 million views or something insane, and is now, I think, set for life because she recorded a 10-second TikTok. It's actually insane. This was a very strange time in the world, and I think the people that we chose to make famous during this time period reflect the mental state of everybody at this time. Girls were simping for dudes who would tap the side of their head and roll their eyes to the back of their skull.
It looked like that nigga cut your hair with some, with a stapler.
You could not escape the song Blueberry Faygo by Lil Mosey. One bad bitch and she do it, I say so. Thank you, Little Mosey. Now, I would every now and then have a video pop up on my TikTok For You page of some dude, right? Some guy who's like 19 or 20 doing some trending dance, you know, like WAP or The Renegade. And I saw this and I'm like, okay, interesting. I mean, fair enough, you know, we're all bored inside. We can't hang out with each other. We're gonna find ways to spend time. And maybe for some dudes that's, you know, dancing on TikTok. But then you go to their page and they have like 20 million followers or something ridiculous, and you're like, oh my god, these guys now have a career off of the fact that they were dancing in their rooms and like posting weird skits. And one of the people that fit this description is Bryce Hall. He got ridiculously famous off TikTok in this period of time, and a lot of people didn't like him for the content that he posted. I've made videos clowning on him, you know, some of his older Musical.lys, you know, his TikToks from 2020, and that would have been one thing. You know, he wouldn't have been special if he was just some guy making cringy TikToks like most other guys were at that time period. But then later on in 2022 and even last year, he seemed to have developed a really high ego to where, you know, anyone who criticized him, he had to like fight them or something. And then there was the Austin McBroom fight debacle where he embarrassed himself, unfortunately, right? You know, he said before this fight that he was going to knock Austin McBroom out because, quote, he's an actual fighter, and then he lost the fight to Austin McBroom, and then, you know, ringside in the interview, he's like, I've never claimed to be a fighter, which, you know, we have the evidence, brother. We have the footage of you claiming to be a fighter. We're just gonna play that after this to make you look stupid.
I'm gonna knock out Austin because I'm an actual fighter. I've been in probably over 40 street fights. I do not get scared, especially when it's a family man who is 30 years old, out of shape, and has a dad bod.
You failed!
I'm not a boxer. I'm not a fighter. I've never claimed to be a fighter.
And so he was getting clowned on for being a TikToker. He was getting clowned on for talking shit and then, you know, losing his fight. And then he was also getting clowned on by the internet for fumbling Addison Rae because, you know, Addison Rae, also a huge TikToker, and they dated and they broke up. I actually have no idea what happened there. I just know they broke up and they dated. But regardless of the context, people were saying that he fumbled because Addison Rae is, you know, attractive and he is no longer with her, that sort of thing. So he's definitely having a rough time when it comes to public perception. A lot of people aren't liking him right now. They don't fuck with Bryce Hall. That's just what he's dealing with right now. And then last year, there was the thing with Pat God, where on a Twitter space with, you know, Happy Punch, which is Keemstar's boxing company, Bryce Hall and Pat God had started like roasting each other. Pat God was talking shit, saying like, oh, you dance like a monkey for TikTok likes. And then Bryce Hall was like, oh yeah, I'll beat the shit out of you. Come to this, you know, UFC gym, we'll train, and then I'll fight you, I'll knock you out. And I made a video about this last year talking about how Bryce Hall in this Twitter space was like, oh my god, I get all these views. My Snapchat views are crazy. My TikTok views are crazy. Who are you? Literally no one knows you. And it's just like, I don't remember what I said, but it was probably something along the lines of like, okay, would you rather not be known at all or be known as Bryce Hall, the TikTok dancer, who's known for saying he's gonna knock out somebody, then getting knocked out himself, getting whacked in the face by Austin McBroom, and then pasta sauce is running down your face?
It's just unfortunate and it's sad that you can't ever be attractive because you got fucked in the gene pool. You're just genetically not attractive.
See the difference
and
where I
nothing
let
you
you
can do
speak
about it.
versus
You just got horrible
when I
genes.
talk?
You're naturally fucked. I genuinely
See, I listen to the bullshit shit that comes out of your throat, and you won't even hear me out.
You don't even have a fucking chance in life. You were born fucked, dude.
And then also, like, not that Pat God isn't known. Pat God is also very popular, getting way more views on YouTube than Bryce Hall does, and YouTube is far more lucrative than TikTok is. It's not even close. So, yeah, there was that. But I want to say, over the past year, Bryce Hall has done a pretty good job getting people to like him again. Not that people are now fans of him, but his perception in the public eye has definitely improved quite significantly. And I think this is because of 3, maybe 4 big things that I want to talk about in today's video. So the first thing that I seen from Bryce Hall that made me be like, okay, all right, he's leveled up, was his bare knuckle fight against G Perez. It has almost 8 million views on YouTube. And yeah, Bryce Hall he looks really sharp in this fight. Now, I don't know who G Perez is, so I don't know if this was like kind of handed to him on a platter. I don't know if it was a really easy fight, but either way, I mean, he looks good in this fight. He definitely looks a lot better than he did in the Austin McBroom fight. He's agile, he's a better striker, and he's had time to improve, so that just kind of tracks logically. But I would go as far to say, honestly, from a viewer's perspective, this has kind of undone the Austin McBroom damage. Him getting knocked out by Austin McBroom, I don't really care about that anymore because of how impressive this is, just honestly. And the second and more important thing is on his Instagram page, he now posts reels where he looks back at 2020 and cringes with us at his former self, at his former content, and on top of the reactions, he's also posting new content on Instagram. And I gotta say, I mean, is it like top tier, laugh out loud funny, you know, knee slapper tier content? No, not really, but it's not bad at all. So if we go over to Bryce Hall's Instagram reels, he's got a lot of them, and some of them are doing really well. I mean, some like 10 million views, 5 million, 6 million views, 20, oh my god, wait, they're doing, wow, these are doing way better than I thought, 25 million. I don't forgive you guys for letting our generation have an e-boy stage. So this is like one of those self-aware ones I was talking about. Oh, wow. Bro's trying to escape his past. Look, Connor Pugs is here. Now show the grind on me clip, Bryce. What the fuck is the grind on me clip? You know what? I don't want to see it. Bro, you were the founder of the club? My brother and Cress, you were the founding father. To be fair, he was, but it looks like he's escaping the past. Now, I don't know if this is because Instagram Reels punishes you for being cringe, or if this is just natural character development. I would go with probably the latter. You know, it's 2024. Back in 2020, he was 20 years old, and now he's 24 years old. So, you know, he's had time to mature and marinate, so he's probably doing better now. Yacht, what is this one?
We're an interracial couple. Of course I can understand her at all times.
Somos una pareja internacional. Todavía no entiendo qué hago con un gringo.
We're an interracial couple. I still don't understand why I'm with a white man. Okay, it's funny, you know, this guy actually became funny. Seems like the comments agree. He sold me fentanyl. Is that what she said? Dude, oh my goodness. Okay, I guess he won.
Everyone walks past Mika in the mall. Wow, she's just casually walking.
That BBL is scary. Look, I don't know. No comment. It does seem like he has a new girlfriend of Latina descent. So Addison Rae appears to be long in the past as, you know, it looks like he hopped the border for his new gyat. Oh my shit. 70 million. Kanye just slid in my girl's DMs. Back in Cali, what? Are you in California? Yeah, why? Back in Cali means they've been talking. Uh-oh. Yeah, I already clapped that. I mean, it looks like, okay, so it looks like people are still clowning on him, but you know, these are a little bit older. If we go to the more present ones, like...
Hey, just double checking. You cleared your calendar for dinner tomorrow night, right? I'm dying to go to that new place. Like, I can't... Oh, sorry. Dinner tomorrow? Me. Yeah!
Okay, that one was cringe, but hey, it looks like the comments like him. Bryce Hall is back in the good side of the internet, it looks like.
Who's the most famous person you have in your contacts?
Bryce Hall.
How do you know him?
He DM'd me.
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna try to make this dramatic. This you? Dun dun dun!
Okay, technically you did DM her. Okay, but she DM'd first. I mean, bro definitely won. Anyway, you know, he's doing his own thing. Looks like he's calling out cringe. He's posting better content. Good for him.
Go, 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 go. Hey, so good, she honorable. She rather did.
We got Bryce Hall being funny before GTA 6. Some N-word commented we got... You commented that. You're the some N-word. With that being said, this is like the Bryce Hall redemption arc. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.